Brikama Area Council can do to prevent people?
Well, the only thing is Brikama Area Council cannot be in every canteen. Brikama Area Council cannot be in everywhere. But what we can do, or what we can tell you right now, is we can sensitize the people, we sensitize the vendors, and we want them to follow that procedures. But to tell you exactly that whether Brikama Area Council didn't do anything, Brikama Area Council is trying its utmost best to make sure that this thing never happen again. But also there are people living in the market. Can we be able to change our attitude to make sure that certain things will not occur again? So those are things, and those are factors that we need to put together. But honestly, there are plans on the way to make sure that we change the image of the market, for it to be solid buildings and the like. Because for instance, you've seen this other building there, fire went up to the roof, but it couldn't penetrate inside because of the nature of the building, of the block. That is the reason why all these and all those burnt here are these corrugated canteens and the like. So we will try our best to make sure that we change the image of the market, and whatever we could do, we will do it surely, because it's our people who are living in the market.
But this time around, it's not about the people that causes the fire outbreak. We are told that it is caused by an electrical wire.
Well, that's what you said. I cannot say that because I don't know.
Yeah.
They tell you that. I don't know. And maybe you yourself didn't know. You hear it from the people, because when the fire started, we are not here. You cannot say that this is the cause of the fire. Let's wait for the fire service.
I'm a businessman in the market here. As you can see that I have a shop along this line here.
Okay.
Yes, I was informed today in the morning. One of my customers called me around 7 o'clock in the morning, and then she informed me that there was a fire around our shops. And then that's the time I wake up, and then I rush to the market. I inform my brothers and my neighbors there. When I reached at the market, I found that the fire had already engulfed the other part of our side there. So when I asked the source, what is the cause of the fire, there's one woman who told me that the fire started from an electric pole. That is this pole that we are seeing.
This is the pole, right?
Yeah, this is the pole here.
Okay.
And they told me that when the fire started, they informed the NAVIC to put the light off so that the fire service can have access to put the fire down. But that doesn't go in time, because it took them for 30 minutes before the line was put on.
Turned off, yeah.
Yeah, so during that one, the fire was just dominating the place.
And that's how disasters happen.
Yes, and that's how disaster happened. Then when I came, I found that there are 6 to 7, 8 shops already engulfed with the fire.
Wow.
So immediately na try ye call telephone la, ibe mi mo min to enyan tabula la jel. Because emergency line. Yallo ndi wala kam majil. Imal samba pour kal sindi kacha kenso wala non ku koton dol. Yal sindi le pour emergency ku wo ku keta al se futano je al ya wata jo bay. Because moli alta wala pour do ko kam. Mo min be na ta nyim wala ka kodo bondi ka naman sakunda la yiruwa samba nyato andi tolle ka kodo bondi ka namol jo ka kodol bondi ka jutil jo so nyanta ku kelal kato kelal mi alongo sini samu ibe molla nyanto baylano nyami kadila ka sembentu ya.
And really, we really feel bad about it. We are not happy about it at all.
So at the moment, what are your plans to make sure that we help the victims? Because we were told that one of the shopkeepers lost $1 million. And of course, a youth like him lost $10,000 in cash, including his materials. What do you think area council can do to make sure that,
As usual, we always intervene when this unfortunate scenario happen in the market. But we will not be able to tell you exactly what we are going to do, because we also have an authority, that is the ministry. We need to liaise with them, and we need to know the cause and the damage, the cost of the damage, and also to know how much is spoiled in, and how many members are involved, how many market members are involved in this incident. So for us to tell you exactly what we're going to do might not be very much proper to actually, because as usual, when this thing happens, Brikama Council used to come out and do something on their side. So the same thing may happen. But as of now, we cannot be able to tell you exactly what we're going to do, because we have to go to the office tomorrow and discuss about this issue and to know exactly what we will do. And we will also have a direct contact with the victims and liaise with them, discuss with them, and we take it forward. Okay, because there's a committee already that is in place for this kind of incident in the market.
All right, with the fire service on the ground, they are doing really tremendous job, frank enough. but then at a certain time they are water finished, so they have to make reinforcement from Yundum. So when the reinforcement came, that's the time that they tried to put the fire down. But before the fire was put down, by that consumed everything. There's almost about 20 shops.
I also saw a youth crying. He said he lost $10,000 here. And you also told me in the Mandinka that you lost $1 million. Can you tell us how that happens?
Yes, there are a lot of money that people lost here. Frank enough, because there's a shop. This one is Bambo Rungam. He has a big shop along the line here. One can estimate that more than $1 million here. He lost more than $1 million there. So the next shops, all of those shops, they are valuable items, and everything is burned to ash. And there's a woman called Jedu Jallo. She even kept her money in her shop, and the money also got burned.
Do you know how much?
Actually, I don't know, but she can able to come and tell her own story. Okay. But I saw the money, and I called the police officers to go and witness it, and we took some snap of it for evidence. For evidence, yes.
Okay. So, but how do you feel? I know it's so painful, but can you share your feeling about what happened?
Yeah, it is very painful, and indeed it is very sad, because these are young Gambians that are trying to develop themselves, are trying to contribute to the national development, to do their quota, in their own, for the development of their country. So this thing came unfortunate. Some of them has gone for Tabaski period. They are not even here. We have to call them so that they rose and come. So I'm appealing to the state and to the well-wishers and to the sympathizers that we definitely need help. We definitely need help, and we are appealing to the government, to the area council, to the well-wishers, to the sympathizers to come to our rescue and then help us.
Okay, but this is not the first time the fire outbreak is happening in the market. In fact, from my notice, this is the 3rd time, and now is the 4th time. So, what do you think, Brikama Area Council, because they are the main responsible, they are responsible for the market. So, what do you think Brikama Area Council have been doing to make sure that the market is safe?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that one Area Council need to come to our rescue by opening ways in the market, so that when fire outbreaks happen, the trucks can get inside and then put the fire down. Let them make sure that they have wider roads that go inside the market, so that when fire happens, then they can get inside. But when there's a tiny road and people open the road, the fire is already destroyed. Yeah. So we appeal to the Gambia government, to the area council, to all the well-wishers, let them just come to our rescue and plan the market in a very positive way, so that when fire outbreaks happen, it will not jump to any other shops. You understand? Yeah. Because this one is very terrible. The fire started from a small shop, and then it went to the bigger places. So if there was a access, I think they were able to put the fire before the fire will go to the other side.
Exactly. And this time around, it's no one's fault. Yeah. We can say it's the fault of Nawek. Do you think it's the fault of Nawek? Because we are told that this electrical pole, it has been firing, not once, not twice, and you people have been calling Nawek to come and check. Did they do that in the previous time?
Yes, I would not say that it's a fault of Nawek, but they contribute. Because if they put the line off at the other stage, they could have been put the fire also down, because we were waiting for them to off the line, so that the fire service can put the water on the fire. But when the fourth attempt was happened, then the fire service jumped, and we have to stop and call the Nawek to put the line off. But that one take them for 30 minutes. Can you imagine that? And the fire was still burning.
So what is your message to the director of Nawek?
Yes, my message is to the director of Nawek. Let them just, let them be competent, in their jobs. We are Gambians. We don't have many against our own departments and our own institutions. But what you can do is to appeal to them. Yeah. Let them just be concerned about their fellow citizens, and take the responsibility in a quickly before it jumps to any other time. Yeah. Because if this time, for example, by the time that we are called, if they put an effort off the line, we could have off the line fire before you come to this.
So finally, what is your general message to the people that are watching? I know there are philanthropists out there, there are humanitarians out there, there are so many people who are so concerned, and they might be so useful to support. What is your general message to them?
My general message is just the same. I'm just appealing to the government, to the well-wishers, to the sympathizers, you know, let them come to our rescue, please. We definitely need help. We definitely need to rebuild ourselves and then continue our jobs because we are family men. Some of us here, we have 3 wives, 2 wives, 1 wife, we have your kids, you have your family. And then you have dependency also, you know, depending on you. So I think the government needs to come and help us. Since we are good taxpayers, we are paying our tax regularly. And we are also doing our development collectively. So I'm appealing for them to come to our rescue, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. All the best.
I'm Honorable Alim Kedabo, Councillor of Cambodia Ward, also Secretary to the Brikama Area Council Market Subcommittee.
Okay.
I got the information in the hours of 7 to 8 a.m. When I got a call from couple Karim Dabo, police officer at the Brikama Area Council, attached to the market. Brikama Area Council Market Police, who informed me that there was an inferno or fire outbreak at the Brikama Market again. And I asked at which site, chemical guys, he told me at the health center area. I told him what is the cause of the fire. He told me I also got an information. I said now I cannot assert it. So that was the time I just put on my clothes, was to come to the scene as a public servant and also secretary to the market committee responsible for all the market issues or affairs in the local season.
But do you actually know the causes of the fire outbreak today?
Well, as at now, yes. Before coming, I didn't. But when I came, I did my findings, and after interrogation with some of our police officers, I was told that it started as a result of an electrical spark from one of the poles situated along the scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it affect the people at the moment?
Well, as you can see, this is very devastating. It is very sad, and it is very, very uncalled for. By looking at the nature of the infant, not long ago, around here, some second-hand cloth sellers also were also a victim of such, and the council really sympathized them, and we really cannot overemphasize the nature of the damages. We are local service providers. We're supposed to provide services to the people of the responsibility, not only to the people of the country, but from Kalaji to Kado. So if such happens, really, it is devastating. And we as policy makers who are there to serve the interests of the people, the council is really saddened because I took some pictures, put it at our page, at the market committee page. I also sent it to the CEO. He just told me that he's on his way coming. What he told me was, Honorable, this is very devastating. So as far as the council is concerned, we are not only looking at the revenue aspect of it, though we are losing revenue, but thank God there were no loss of life. But again, we are very much saddened that from the Tobaski, this thing happened. So we really join the victims to sympathize them at all costs, because this, honestly, by looking at the nature of the COVID-19, in which businesses and other areas where people can tap phones are very, very minimal. So if these things should happen, the victims, after spending at least what they sell or what they sold, spent on the families, they were with the zeal, with the hope that we will go back to start from square one, and this thing happens. Everything you see is done by God. But honestly, as far as I am concerned, as far as the area council is concerned, I know this is very, very devastating.
What are people gonna do to support the victims? Because I was told by one of the victims that he lost millions from his shop. Of course, I also saw a youth man who is almost 24 years old. He said he lost $10,000 in cash, you know, and then all his machines, tailoring machines, together with people materials, he's been burned to ash. So what are you going to say, what are you going to put across to them at the moment?
Yeah, as I said, on behalf of the authorities in the Brikama Area Council, from the policy to the administration, and on behalf of the ward councillor of this ward, who also doubles as the chairperson of the Brikama Area Council Market Subcommittee, Honorable Ansubi Onyas, that we send our sincere sympathy. We sympathize with the families. These are the people who are paying, not even indirectly, but directly. The tax they pay, the daily wages they pay, is what we are paid out of. So if this inferno should happen, honestly, we have nothing but to join the larger population to sympathize with them. As of now, what the area council is going to do, I cannot say that because I'm not the spending officer. I am in the policy. We are the councillors. Yes, but I know that the council will come up with something. But I cannot say whether they will come with $100, $50. But again, I am calling on the other philanthropists who have been supporting the council whenever such nature happens to come in the aid of the victims, because these most all of them are family men. As you said, somebody said he lost over $1 million. Somebody, a youth man of 24 years, you lost over 10,000 worth cash and other valuables. So what I will call on from the central government, donor agencies, philanthropists to come and support them. Infernos, they are going to happen. Just stand by God. But honestly, when I am in the position, the measure of loss that I put here, I will not even wait for the area council. I will pull from my pocket and compensate them. Because these are our families, these are our friends, these are the people who put us in this mantle of leadership. So in the time of crisis, we should stand by them. That is why when I got the call, I couldn't just call up the other members of the committee. I said, let me go there first to have a first-hand information so that I can transmit it and share it with the other honorable colleagues and the CEO, and which I did. And I'm very much happy that a councillor, Honorable Usman Ba, the Borough Ward, responded by asking me where did this thing happen. Also, the CEO called me to tell me that I am on my way to come and sympathize and to see the nature of the measures. This is what we can do. We should try to stand by the people. We are elected into office to serve the interests of the people. The Brikama Area Council belongs to the people of this Coast Region. It does not belong to us as the councillors. Yes, I am a citizen of this Coast Region. But whether you are a born citizen of this Coast Region or you are a resident of this Coast Region, the Brikama Area Council belongs to. As I say, we are service providers. We should provide services to the people. In turn, that services are what we are paid for, and that services also should be plowed back to the people. So if this happens, honestly, we are really devastated. We are really saddened, and we really enjoying the victims and their families to send our sincere sympathy to them, because the nature of damages which you can assess and others, it will, if it is assessed properly, at the end of the day, when the inventories were taken and were submitted, it will be more than $1 million.
Anyway, thank you so much for sharing your news with us, and I hope people out there will definitely get the information.
Thank you so much. This is, as I say, this is what is expected from every leader. Once you are put in the position, you are in the mantle of leadership, the rest assured and act as soon as we got the information. Because when we were looking for positions, we crisscross the length and breadth of every part of our world. So if this thing happens, and we are the councillors responsible for market issues, I think the local market committee and the vendors in the market will be very fair enough because that we are with them in terms of difficulties, in terms of anything, because this is what is expected from us. And I'm not sure that we should be commended. This is what we should do. What are you supposed to be doing? What are you supposed to do? Nobody should tell you. This is why when they call my chairman, he was unreachable. When they called me as secretary to the committee, and there's no time to come, not to be here just for myself, but to be in the scene for the interest of the entire committee and the council until so when the council authorities will join me. And I'm very much happy. The commissioner of police, the Brikama area council, the deputy in fact is sick. But Jallo has to leave everything and come over and other police officers to make sure that to join the other fraternity security apparatus from the fire service, CIU, CID, general police and others to make sure that we join them. And also my sincere gratitude and those to the youth of Brikama, because I was told that it happened since 4, but the youth came to make sure that the fire is put. The fire and ambulance rescue service, they did what they should do. So the media, thank you. You did a lot. It is because of you, the larger population will know what has transpired. And on that note, just to say a big thanks to everybody. Again, I'm very much sympathetic on behalf of the committee.
It's so painful.
It's very painful.
Anyway, thank you very much once again. We had him. He's the councillor anyway. So we sincerely appreciate
Thank you so much.
your sharing and use and authentic. Thank you. Okay. Modu, at the moment, there is a disaster that happens here. So how do you see that?
It is a devastating news, like the chairman highlighted earlier on. A lot of variables being consumed by the fire. And also taking into account this happened just 4 months from the previous fire incident that happened just nearby. So it's really very devastating, and we are very concerned to ensure that we do whatever it takes to avoid the recurrence of fire outbreaks in this market, in our market.
Yeah. Okay, as the CEO, what have you done? Because we are told that this is not the first fire outbreak in the market. And each time there is a fire outbreak, people lost their properties, money, and so many things. What have you done?
After the previous fire incident, a multi-sectoral committee was set up to establish the cause of the fire, the extent of the damage, and also was assigned to make recommendations to ensure to avoid the occurrence of fire incidents in the market. That task force has submitted their reports, so we are working in accordance with those set recommendations. But you know, this COVID-19 has brought the halt to all activities, that were recommended by that multi-sectoral committee.
So at the moment, how do you think you're going to work to make sure that there is no fire outbreak again in the market?
The best approach is to implement the recommendations of that multi-sectoral task force, and we will do that. We rest assured that we will do that when we are out of this current situation, which is COVID-19.
Okay. So do you think that Brikama Market is going to change completely?
Well, we are going to work in accordance with the recommendations, and I'm sure if we follow the recommendations of that task force, we will have the issue of fire incidents will be history.
Okay. So what are your plans for now? Because you see, I saw a lot of women, men crying. They are crying because they have lost something. So what do you think Brikama Area Council can do?
Like I told you, we will adopt a multi-sectoral approach to ensure a proper assessment is conducted of the loss caused by the fire, and then we'll take appropriate measures to ensure that everybody, who is affected, is taken care of.
What is your general message to the people out there that are watching?
Yeah, it is just unfortunate, very, very unfortunate, but I just want to assure the members of the public and the fire that the management of council is truly committed to ensure that we we put up measures to ensure that the incidents do not happen again. We know it's very devastating. They're old family men, and then a lot of them depends on the state to feed their families. So the management is concerned. The fact that you have the chairman, you have the honorable councillors here present, you have myself and other councillors here present, shows the importance we've attached, to their welfare. It is just unfortunate, but the council stands in solidarity with the fire victims.
Thank you very much, sir. And your name again? Modu. Okay.
So ko wel to ka kota dim ko to ka jiol bi pour dimbala malo kam wala ne okay kama ko roke because ndolbe kaftanyola Gambia mbele kaftanyola pour ma ko rose soniano nyame so ntol lafta o ma ko le continue man sakunda se tulo la moy molla e kana ke conclure na fa ko ye mol ma koy mol le lote koma fo e fa soto so nin telefono be kuma tanna fanal e nyata trala e futaje ila kuma ya mol le kuma yande ke sindije so e fana nyanta mol lawo nyanto dile lale ka mol kuma yande ko momo ka wafiro ke dan e ke la $5 so le bondi o ila $10 so e ka di duty la so duty ko do wo nyanta na fasila mol mal bar mol be wafiro la e be kumbola ibe do ko la ibe kumbola lamini keje ma fo e buka kato ke bari e kato nyil lafa ye bulo ta e kato nyil lafa pour mol fanan saje ko e wataji le bay mol ye
minon to nyaade ila kuma ko sa hata Allah kuta ñun tambe na meno be kay ila kuma da bonde gambe nol min be gambe jang ani mi be tuba du bari ñun tambe na ñun video kata la jande so e to fane min so be min fola gambe nol min be jang ani gambe nol min be banka ani min yalon koy man ko gambe nol fonti
wala ñinde commune mol be ñanta kala ngani yakilinte nga ñoma koy because jam islam bankolet nga ñomuta nga fatan fanso bula mbemu mo kilingol leti mbela ko ñoo dingol fudu jang nga ñola kayro no kan pour ngeta ni janji jambe be farime ni to ma dol ani moti je ani mini delta gol be futata nan ani tibam du bankol min be banta ni ya moy la ma ko ro ka futanan wol ka lo nyami fonke ni ma sakunda sa warta ko wolo nyaake ngaje de gambia banko be biare nyame nde futala lafta futala dame e ka ona sa ha ñin nan ko moti nyanta min fola ha
so abarka bake comme ala be nyamde molbo ko mbokande dorom ñimum bala falti anya yo warra andon asuno fana warra saya manke de bana ala tantu ko momam faje nyawonya bal tinyaro fana ketale andon dollam banko dingoti dollan nan ka nyon ma ko sokor man sakunda ko me ko nyami dollan nan man sakunda nan ka wurile a te city Brikama Market ka innovate ka deda nan ka deda nyami bare Brikama area kan son biala no wol mandra do kula okay namek fana na branch fana mayna tarala siring e ka mol jibe e mandra do kula do kurongal nying la maso nying mado asake ila force la asake amanke la faulty bare ñil mum do kula de miyanon ko nal bakala annan kala nako annan ka kala annan kibaro moyle ko kabriye na ko ko kurongal nying of ngala because menam dimba bi jele already mo kibaro fanan soto jande annan fanan fire service fanan mansa kunda sokora adama barola mansa kunda wala mansa o mansa narana ya try fire service innovate min kula de miyanon ko kuma ba o hani bi ngata ko to suno min bijang ko baba sa fa barka suno min bijang be ajo nyola amanga suno ndi ku balo miyanon ko ba kering jang gambie wide oidago hande america wi ko pawa oidago gambie abudara gogore ndio fenara ni kadibona wala rumma gogoro abarba warale ni be abarba warale tay mol pelenting do bulal mini alon koy bijang sokra mini alon koy do tam fonko yende be sirin jene andu fire service wal fanam pelenting kono ta jang be di amol dal be kibarol fanan ta kan di mbak masta nyaming aning akata nyaming ibol fananta kande so at the moment nim fire service wal fanam biya baba bu manam falfale fleur pour aller la suno sindi dunia la million koy bal jibe la bu manam fay fanam bale fleur yedi amo mol ye million koy bal jibe ko yin tembenna
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله بما زرت الله ما سمع جلنا بعد أن يقاسك ولكن كير بعد الشؤون بدأنا نقوم بديام لبنتا الحمد لله نقوم نقول لنا بألا تلقى أتلا نجيب
أبارك باكي contente lo to mun ku banti mo ala tension ko tam ala ko nyalo o be ala bagala so ñi non situation de ñalo ka be kere njal